highly esteemed scholars, good afternoon. Thank you for finding time to join us today. Our debt of gratitude to you all is immense for liking our previous videos, for sharing them, and for subscribing. We want to assure you by the grace of the Almighty Creator that we are going to continue to come up with more impactful videos to set your academic journey on a strong pedestal. Today, we are going to do something closely related to the last topic that we took. Don't forget that we looked at angle in the last class, and then we focus our attention on alternate angles and corresponding angles. Today we are going to take something very similar to that, and it is known as bearings. But don't forget to continue to like our videos, to share them, and to subscribe to our channels. What are bearings? They are directions of an object from another object. The direction of an object from another object is called bearing. The direction of an object from another object is known as bearing. Now you must take note of this preposition from. It is one of the most powerful words in a typical question on bearing. Why? It determines where your diagrammatic representation would start from. Now, if you must understand the concept of bearings, you must not forget your cardinal points. The cardinal points are very instructive in the study of bearings. And of course, you know that we have the 4 cardinal points, we have the 8 cardinal points, we have the 16 cardinal point grid referencing, and as well as the 32 cardinal points grid referencing. For the purpose of this class, we are going to dwell on the 4 cardinal points and the 8 cardinal points. North, south, east, and west make up the 4 cardinal points. So we have something that looks like a cross. Here is the north. Over here is the east. Here is the south. And here is the west. The north is perpendicular to the east, meaning we have an angle of 90 degrees between them. The east is perpendicular to the south. So between the south and the east is another 90 degrees. The south is perpendicular to the west, or the west is perpendicular to the south. Between them there are 90 degrees. And finally, the west is perpendicular to the north, or the north is perpendicular to the west. Between them we have another 90 degrees. So in the whole, there are 360 degrees. 90 plus 90 plus 90 plus 90. 360 degrees. But don't forget that between the north and the east are 90 degrees. Between the east and the south, another 90 degrees. Between the south and the west, another 90 degrees. And finally, between the west and the north is another 90 degrees. That is that about the 4 cardinal points. Let's look now at the 8 cardinal points. The 8 cardinal points. Here, there are 8 points. Of the 8, 4 of them are the original 4 cardinal points. Then the remaining 4 are subdivisions of the 4 cardinal points. So our diagram will look somewhat like this. So our 4 cardinal points: north, south, east, and west. Between the north and the east is 90 degrees, east and south 90 degrees, south and west 90 degrees, and then between the west and the north is 90 degrees. 4 cardinal points. We are introducing 4 new subdivisions now. The first subdivision is the exact middle of the north and the east. It is the bisection, the cutting into 2 equal parts of the north and the east is known as northeast. So if it is the exact middle of the north and the east, it means that this angle here is 45 degrees and this one is also 45 degrees. The next one is the exact division of the south and the east. It is the bisection of the angle between the south and the east. It is known as southeast. Between the southeast and the east is another 45 degrees, and between the south and the southeast is 45 degrees, while the southeast is the exact bisection of the space between the south and the east. Closely following that is the bisection of the space between the south and the west. It is known as southwest. It is the exact middle of the space between the south and the west. So this angle will be 45 degrees. This one as well will also be 45 degrees. And finally, we have the last one, although not the least, is the northwest. Why is it northwest? It's the exact bisection of the space between the north and the west. It is the exact middle of the space between the north and the west. It cuts the west, the space between the west and the north into 2 equal parts. So here we have 45 degrees, and then we have another 45 degrees. Therefore, north, northeast, east, southeast, west, southwest, west, and northwest make up our 8 cardinal points. These cardinal points are very instructive in the study of bearings. Now that we know our cardinal points, the next thing that we must discuss is the types of bearings. Types of bearings. There are 2 types of bearings. What are these 2 types? Namely, 1, surveyor's bearing. And 2, compass bearing. Surveyor's bearing and compass bearing. They are the two types of bearings that we have. Don't forget to continue to like our videos, share them, and of course, subscribe to our channels. We are going to pick it up from there in the next class. Thank you.